Hey YouTubers, how's it going? Eric here. Today is Sunday, May 29th. For those of you who have been following me, you know that today I am officially 1 week out on my HMR diet. The HMR diet is a liquid diet pre surgery requested by my surgeon. I'm on it for 4 weeks. I now have 1 week down, and I'm still alive. So here it is. Um, I started off last week at 432. My weigh in this morning, I am 425. I've actually lost 7 pounds in 7 days. I can't believe it. I guess this HMR thing really works. I feel great. I can't believe that I've lost now since January nearly 40 pounds on my own. This is even before I get my tool. Um, so, still scheduled for vertical sleeve gastrectomy on June 22nd. I'm not sure what time my surgery will be yet, uh, but I'm really anxious and ready to go. Uh, I've done pretty well for the most part on the HMR diet. The shakes are not a problem. I like the shakes. I get 5 a day, and I would say that hunger really isn't the issue. I get cravings for the food, yes, definitely, no doubt about it. I mean, tomorrow my sister's having a barbecue and invited a bunch of the family over, and I'm gonna go. I'm gonna bring my shakes. Gonna have some sugar-free popsicles, maybe some sugar-free Jello for something different. Um, but I'll tell you, I jokingly said to her, "I'll be the one standing by the grill sucking on the grill brush because that's kind of how you feel, like you just want the taste of real food, in your mouth." And basically what I've done to try and curb that sometimes, and nights seem to be the worst for me when I'm trying to wind down and relax, and especially we're all in the habit of munching while we're watching TV, and so I miss that. I'm used to sitting down, relaxing, watching TV, and having my little snack. So what I've been doing is fixing myself some broth. I figure a change from the shakes, chocolate and vanilla, is going with some broth. And I really do enjoy it. I buy some cans of chicken broth and beef broth, and I enjoy it even room temperature cold, especially the weather here has gotten really, really hot and muggy. And just sipping on that cold broth just tastes so good, and it's got a little bit of that saltiness to it and stuff. And the other big saving grace for me has been tomato juice. Every once in a while, I'll have a cup of tomato juice, and it's higher in fiber, so it helps fill you up. I love to have it really, really cold. I'll pour it over ice, um, and drink it that way and just sip on it. And again, you get the saltiness, you get, a different flavor in your mouth, a different texture in your mouth, and it's only 50 calories a glass. Tomato juice is really low in calories, so I could have, 3 big glasses of tomato juice for the same amount of calories as one of my shakes, because uh, each shake is about 110 calories. Now, granted, there's no protein, so that's the one thing to keep in mind when you're substituting, various liquids. And I'm allowed, sugar-free stuff. I can drink tea, coffee, as long as it doesn't have any sugar in it, because again, you're trying to cut calories here, and I've been keeping my calories probably between 600 and 700 calories a day, maybe less. But on average, I would say probably right around 600 calorie mark is what I'm getting. And it's working. The weight's still coming off. I can't believe it. Averaging a pound a day. That's probably the most amount of weight, or the fastest, that I've been able to lose weight on any diet. And I've been on Weight Watchers and Atkins and all of those things before. And so far, this is doing it. And I also have to thank the timing. It's spring. I've been doing a lot of gardening and landscaping. Like, I'm sure you guys are probably sick of hearing me say that, because I've said it now in the past 2 or 3 videos, but it's true. I mean, just being able to stay active no matter what it is you do, find a favorite thing. I also enjoy walking, although I have to admit I haven't actually been doing as much walking, especially in this past week, as I normally do, because I've been just so busy with the gardens. I mean, and there is rototilling, there's raking, there is weeding, there is planting, there's lifting bags, 25 and 50-pound bags of potting soil, moving containers, moving wood, all of that stuff. And believe it or not, it's great for keeping me sweating, keeping me moving, keeping me using my muscles and all of that good stuff. So it's a good all day workout, and I enjoy it. Been getting a little sun, as you can see. I got a little tan going. Farmer's tan, of course. I don't take my shirt off too often, which will be apparent to the surgeon when he sees my stomach. Here I am with tan arms and legs and face, and Casper the Friendly Ghost for a stomach. I might have to do something about that, though, in the next few weeks. See if I can't get my shirt off a couple times. Maybe try to darken up some of that. But anyways, yeah, so I'm feeling good, down to 425. I'm only 25 pounds shy now of my goal. I really, really, really want to make it down to 400 or under. For surgery, I have 3 weeks left, and it's going to be close. If I average about 7 pounds a week and I have 3 weeks left, that's 21 days, that's 21 pounds. I need 25 to reach my goal, but I will take as close as I can get, and I will work extra hard. Maybe I'll have an 8-pound week, who knows. I'm not going to beat myself up over it. It's just really neat to see it. And obviously that is one of the goals that they had set for me, is they wanted me to go into surgery, closer to the 400-pound mark. So that's what I'm pushing for. I think it's doable. So, I went for a checkup on Tuesday, and I had my barium swallow test. It was the last pre-op test that I needed to have completed, and my surgeon wanted to just make sure that my anatomy, especially my esophagus and stomach, lower intestine, were all functioning normally, especially the swallowing, and then also double checking for hernias, namely a hiatal hernia, which everything was normal. Did the barium. It wasn't that big a deal. Some people get sick from it, so I was a little nervous. I had never had a barium swallow before, even though I've had an upper GI. It was just a quick scope before. They gave me like some numbing spray, put the camera down, and that was that. This time it was different. I was standing up in front of an x-ray machine, in just a hospital gown, and they had me turn in various positions, swallow the barium. They took x-rays of it going down, which was kind of actually cool to watch. And then they give you this fizzy stuff. You got to drink it like a shot. And that was crazy, because all you want to do is burp. And the first thing they tell you is don't burp. So here you have this thick barium liquid, and then they give you the fizzy stuff. But, I did surprisingly well. I was expecting some nausea or something. Didn't bother me, even though I was day 3 on my liquid diet and I hadn't eaten anything since midnight the night before. Sure, and as heck, I brought my shakes. I had my blender bottle with me. I had a bag ready to go so that as soon as I was done that test, I could get my shakes down because, man, I was hungry. I'm doing about 600 calories a day with my shakes. I do 5 shakes or 5 packets, but I usually do 4 a day, 4 shakes, because I double up my breakfast. I find that works for me. Some people double up their dinner so they can make it through the night without feeling hungry. I also adjusted the timing, the spacing of my shakes. I normally have my first one between 8 and 9 sometime in the morning. Then that's the double, and then I'm good to go. And if I'm keeping busy, I don't really get hungry again until after around 2 excuse me, in the afternoon. So somewhere between 2 or 3. If I'm really busy, I'll push it to 4, and then I'll do another shake, and then I won't do another one until closer to bed, because I found when I was doing the shakes before, like around 7 o'clock, that by 10 I was hungry again, and I had done my 5 shakes and didn't really want to push it. So that was it for me. So what I do now is I hold off my last shake and drink that between 9 and 10, usually, within an hour of going to bed. And that way, falling asleep and everything, I don't have to worry about feeling hungry. Couple times it's hit me later in the evening, just before bed. I just need to eat something. I need to have a different taste in my mouth. And I will go down, and that's when I will do chicken broth or beef broth or something. But I will do a broth and have a cup of broth, and it helps so much. It really does. You get that saltiness, that kind of meat flavor in your mouth, and it just kind of resets your palate, so you're not so focused on the only thing you've had for a week is chocolate and vanilla. Don't get me wrong, I like the shakes, and I thank God that I do, because I've heard some people's videos and stories, they can't even tolerate the shakes. My shakes have been really good. I haven't gotten sick of them yet, luckily, seeing that I have 3 weeks to go, so that's a good thing for sure. But yeah, so things are going really well. My test is done. I'm still waiting to officially hear back from my insurance company that my surgery is approved. But all systems are go. We're moving forward. I'll be calling the surgeon on Tuesday just to go over with him personally the results of my barium swallow, which he already has. And then discuss some final things. I guess he said that we can finish up what we need to discuss as far as preparing for surgery over the phone, which is great because it's an hour drive down for me to get to the clinic. So that'll be fantastic. And then in 2 weeks, I go back. I get all my pre-surgery labs done and final prep, and then I go to my last class, which is my post-op learning class, and that's basically they're going to give me a rundown of everything that happens surgery and during my time in the hospital, and then what I have to eat, my diet for post-op. So I'm excited. I am so excited. So surgery in 3 weeks. I'm still scheduled for vertical sleeve gastrectomy on June 22nd. I'm not sure yet what time, but I am really, really anxious now. I just want to have this over and done with, get on to healing, and, continuing on my journey. So I think that's it for the most part. I will try and do another video in a week. or maybe sooner if something comes up, and let you know how I'm doing. But so far, 7 pounds, 7 days. This HMR thing really works. I will catch you all later, and you all have a great week. Take care.